Most people think care homes are safe, that vulnerable people are protected, that families can trust the system. I used to believe that too. Until I started working inside one, and what I saw behind those doors changed how I see the entire industry. Because the real problem wasn't one bad worker, it was the system itself. When I first started working in care, I genuinely wanted to help people. Most staff do. You walk in believing you'll make a difference. The interviews sounded perfect: supportive management, safe staffing, compassion-focused care. That's what they promised. And honestly, at first, I believed it. The residents were kind. Some of them just wanted someone to talk to. Others had families that never visited. You start becoming emotionally attached without even realizing it. But slowly, things started feeling off. The staff kept changing every week. Nobody ever stayed there long. At first, I thought it was normal. Then I realized the experienced workers were always the first ones leaving. And that's when I started asking questions. The first major red flag was the pay. During recruitment, we were promised enhanced rates. Extra pay for night shifts, extra pay for overtime. But when payslips started arriving, the numbers didn't match. At first, management blamed payroll errors. Then system delays, then communication issues. There was always an excuse, and staff were too exhausted to fight back. People were working 12-hour shifts while being underpaid. Some staff started quitting without notice. Others broke down during shifts, and management. They acted like everyone was replaceable. That's when I realized something disturbing. The turnover wasn't accidental. Burnout was built into the system. The deeper I looked, the worse things became. Residents were waiting too long for basic care. Call bells went unanswered. Night shifts were dangerously understaffed. Sometimes one carer was responsible for an entire floor. People outside the industry don't understand how dangerous that is. Medication rounds got delayed. Residents became confused. Falls increased. And staff were blamed for everything. But the system itself was failing. Management kept demanding more paperwork, more targets, more responsibilities, with fewer workers. And the worst part, everybody knew. Staff knew, management knew. Even inspectors seemed to know, but nothing changed. Because keeping costs low mattered more than fixing the problem. Then one day, I was suddenly removed from the rota. No warning, no explanation, just gone. At first, I thought it was a mistake. It wasn't. The moment I started questioning things, I became a problem, and honestly, that's when I stopped being afraid, because by that point, I had already started documenting everything: payslips, shift shortages, emails, complaints, screenshots, everything. And once I looked through everything together, the pattern became impossible to ignore: understaffing, burnout, high turnover, pressure, silence. The entire system depended on exhausted workers staying quiet. And the second someone spoke up, they disappeared. I'm not telling this story because I hate care workers. Most carers are good people, exhausted people, overworked people. People trying to survive inside a broken system. I'm telling this story because families deserve to know the truth, and workers deserve better. Because behind the brochures, behind the promises, there's a reality most people never see. And unless people start talking about it, nothing changes. If you've experienced something similar, comment below. For more stories exposing hidden systems and uncomfortable truths, subscribe. This is only the beginning.